Hello and welcome to the lab. I'm Professor Storax and this is my lab. Today I will be talking about, well, really nothing special. I'm going to use this little bit of time to talk about myself, how I got interested in Pokemon and what's going to be going on this channel, this lab. So, I guess I'm going to start with introducing myself. I'm Professor Kearney Storax. I started in the Ore region, then traveled to Johto, and then Kanto, then Hoenn, then back to Kanto, and then to Sinnoh, and then to Unova, then back to Johto, and then back to Unova, and then I finally stopped in Kalos, where I've been for about a year now. I'm really looking forward to going back to Hoenn. The first Pokemon I ever obtained, the first Pokemon I ever started with, was either Umbreon and Espeon or Cyndaquil, depending on your viewpoint. I've seen and heard and learned a lot of things while traveling through all of these different regions. I've created this lab to share with all of you everything that I've learned while I've been out. Although I do prefer facts over fiction as just a general preference, I've learned both ends of the spectrum, and I will also be sharing both ends of the spectrum. So with that being the case, I'm going to make three big end categories that I will put everything in, and I will label the videos as such. So the categories are as followed. We have facts, which will be things that are proven to have actually happened, things that occur naturally in the game, things that would be type advantages, stats, kind of stuff along those kinds of lines, things that you can actually sit down, play through the game, find it out, and that anybody who has ever played Pokemon and researched it all, everybody will find out that this is actually true and there is no differentiating opinion on that. The second category is going to be what I'm going to be calling theories. These are things that either seem to or do occur in the game, but require a little bit of analysis and thinking to understand or to get to the bottom of it. These things can include the better end of the creepypastas, and for the better part, some of the theories that I cover, I do kind of fold into the kind of canon bit. Not always, but these theories will include things like Gary's Eradicate, and stuff like that. Now, the third and final category for everything is going to be what I'm going to be calling myths. These are going to be kind of similar to theories where there's not actual, like, the game doesn't come right out and tell you, hey, this is so. But these are just kind of things that people have talked about and things, but they have less facts and less evidence to support them. Things kind of like Lavender Town Syndrome and stuff like that. So stuff like that will be myths rather than theories. And so those are really the three different things I'm going to be covering in these videos. I will also have the occasional top 10 or top 100 list as I've been working on for a while. So I will have the occasionally top whatever. So there's that. I mean, but, that's a different video, different kind of video rather than what I've been talking about just now. And probably one of the first things I'm going to be working on besides my gaming channel and besides top 10s that I do here and there, I'm going to be doing I'm I'm probably going to start off and make some sort of like beginner's guide to Pokemon, which would include things such as stats, breeding types, evolutions, and other game mechanics that the older players of this game already know, but that newer players wouldn't necessarily know going into it unless they've done their research. And who did the research? I mean, I started playing Pokemon. I didn't know anything. I don't know. When I first played XD, I picked Flareon because I liked fire. Like the choices that we make in the beginning of the games are based off of what we like, what we think looks good, rather than knowledge of what is good and what is not. Um, and so kind of wanting to throw that out there for people who are getting into it, and it kind of helps. You know, most of the stuff that I know now, I either had to research on my own or I just figured out through by playing the game. So I'm making this beginner's guide to kind of make a big, nice, really well, decently well put together series of videos that talk about this. Um, Also, I will be trying to keep this channel as kid friendly as possible, and I encourage you guys to do that. I will always leave the comment section open, but I would prefer it if you guys did not leave vulgar comments in the comment section. As Pokemon is a kid friendly game, this channel will also be kid friendly. Although I will talk about some of the mature subjects in Pokemon itself. That may be dark or gory or just stuff that you don't want, like a 7-year-old or something, finding out about. And I will put up warnings at the very beginning of the thing. Um, you know, just to let you guys know before getting into it that I think that this might be a little bit too much for some of the younger viewers out there. So be cautious of that. A lot of my videos will be acceptable for all ages. I can't promise anything over on the gaming channel. I might, mess up really bad, or a game might throw me off and I might let loose the occasional cuss word. But here on this particular channel, I will keep everything, kid friendly as I possibly can, given the material that I'm talking about. But I think that's all I'm going to cover right now. So thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, then like and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos. I know this is just kind of like an introductory video to the lab and such. So this is a little less informal than I think the rest of my videos are going to be. But until next time, I am the professor, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.